Hello, Michael Tellinger here, and in this video I want to talk to you about nostalgia. This weird thing that many of us experience many times throughout our lives. Nostalgia, what is that all about? You know, longing for the past, longing for days gone by, longing for certain events of the past, and often described as the good old days. So what does that mean when we say, man, those were the good old days? What does that mean? Because when we say that, we're in essence referring to a time in the past when our lives were better, when things were better, when the world most likely was going better or was safer or more stable, or we had a better job or better house or better living conditions or better environment we found ourselves in, or we found that the political establishments or the political environment was more stable and we had more to look forward to, we had more to work with, we had more money, etc., etc. You know, often referred to as the good old days. So what does that mean when we say the good old days? It means that things are not getting better, things are getting worse. And that's not what we want. Surely we want our politicians and the leaders that we appoint for us to represent us, to do what we need for us in our countries. These are the politicians that we appoint to serve us and to do what we need to make our lives better. And since we constantly think about the good old days when things were so much better, clearly the politicians that we appoint into positions of leadership and seniority to do what we need them to do, what we want them to do to make our lives better, are not doing their job. So why do we keep doing that? Why do we keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again, thinking we're going to get a different result? So that should be a very clear indication that politics is not a solution for our problems. Politics and politicians run a system that constantly keeps us in a perpetual state of hope, of desire, of need, wanting something better, believing that things are going to get better, believing that they're going to do a good job for us. And yet that never happens. So it's on that note, with that in mind, that the One Small Town initiative was in essence created, where we, the people, want better lives. We want better, safer lives. We want to live in abundance and prosperity. We want to know that we are free to achieve our goals, our dreams, to be able to go and get training or an education that we would like without getting ourselves into debt for life just because we want an education. And that's in essence where the One Small Town initiative steps in. Because the One Small Town initiative presents a situation in our communities that all of these things are achievable because we do them together for ourselves, for our families, and for our communities. So when we launch and when we implement the One Small Town initiative in our communities, in our towns, in our villages, across the world, things will start getting better because we will, as people of the community, who do things for ourselves to create that abundance and prosperity that we all strive for, we will be in control, and we are in control of those sequence of events to make our lives better, not to create draconian rules that restrict our rights and restrict our freedoms and liberties and all the human rights that are, you know, on a constant basis being eroded by the politicians and the governments. So please go and learn about the One Small Town initiative, read the website, understand how you can get involved, and start imagining and manifesting in your mind that beautiful world of abundance and prosperity for you, yourself, your family, and your community. Because everything we dream of, everything we can think of is possible, is achievable. We will no longer have to think about the good old days, longing for the good old days when everything was better and easier and we lived, beautiful lives. We will recreate and bring those kind of days and those kind of emotions back into our reality. We will make it our own reality because we will become literally the masters of our own reality. Doing it for ourselves, not waiting for someone to come and save us, because we are saving ourselves. We're the ones we've been waiting for, and One Small Town has created and provides the platform for anyone anywhere in the world to start this process, become a member, sign up, join the growing global community of One Small Town members, and let's get this thing going. I'll see you on the other side. Until next time, this is Michael Tellinger. Bye for now.